I was asking whether China would be the more stable and safe bet, given, of course, the outlook that we're seeing now dimming for the U.S. economy and markets.
Well, I think that's pretty tough to say because, of course, China has so much tied up in the U.S. economy in terms of needing growth. You know, China is still a very big exporter not only to the U.S. but also to Europe. So I think China cannot resist a global slowdown and a fall like that. But it has to be said that, you know, what goes down must come up and vice versa. And the Chinese markets have been quite poor performers over a number of years now. So I think in terms of stability, yes, you might say there's more stability there. But if we're going to continue to see a slowdown in the US and the rest of the world, then I don't think China can avoid that.
What about the Hong Kong market and economy, given, of course, that we have seen concerns about Beijing's firmer grip on the city?
Well, obviously, Hong Kong's economy is much more attuned to the mainland than it ever was. That chart you showed a moment ago of the different chief executives and how the market performed under them is interesting, if only because the first two chief executives, the Hong Kong market, tended to pretty well follow US and global markets. In the last two chief executives, and you're looking, say, the last 10, 12 years or so, Hong Kong's followed the Chinese market much more. It'll continue to follow the Chinese market because the two economies are going to become inextricably linked.
Richard, do you expect Hong Kong will be able to maintain its status as a global financial and trading hub?
Well, I think the short answer is no, but I think it will maintain its status as an international hub. By that, I mean Hong Kong was always very global. You know, it was almost agnostic as to parts of the world where it dealt with and where it traded. I think, and certainly COVID has accelerated this dramatically, that now it's much more likely to be a gateway to China in a way that it really wasn't before. Before it had a lot of third-party trade, you know, nothing to do with China. But I think we're really looking at Hong Kong being a source of business for China. And in that sense, a lot of Hong Kong's future, in fact, entirely Hong Kong's future, is going to be dependent on really the Chinese economy and how the leadership feel China should be operating in the whole economic mix.
So when you trade Hong Kong now and ongoing in the years to come, do you then have to kind of make the kind of, I guess, regulatory hedges and assumptions that one makes of mainland markets?
No, I think the advantage with Hong Kong actually is that the one place where one country, two systems still survives is really in the economy. And Hong Kong has so many advantages compared to China with the economy. That, I think, is its strength. But we have to really wait for the borders to open before that really picks up.